Flaps 1. Flaps up.
Right, here we are at the field. It's maiden day for the FPV Raptor. It's overcast and it's a bit breezy, so we're going to launch into the wind and just see what happens. Alan's going to make a launch. Whew, right.
Flaps 1. Flaps up.
Ooh, it's twitchy, Alan. Aye, I've just got to touch it. Got to start the ailerons on, taming down. I think that's not too bad, like.
This is the bottle rudder that they're all flat on.
Aye. Rough.
Throttle hold on.
Rough landing. Okay, we'll just we'll go and tame her down a little bit and we'll see what happens on the next launch. Okay, here we go, flight number 2. We've reduced the throw on the ailerons and the elevator as it was a little bit twitchy on the first flight, so I've just tried to tame it down a wee bit. And I've also found that the stick end on me transmitter was loose and my thumb was slipping off the sticks, so I've tightened that up. So ready to go again. So flaps 2,
Flaps 1.
30 degrees,
Throttle hold off.
throttle up, and then Alan will give it a javelin throw. That's a lot tamer. That's a lot tamer. Right. That is a lot better in the air. And when it's windy like this, it's hard to tell, you know, like for CG, you know, if it's... So I'll get into the wind and get my hand off a stick if I can, see what it's doing. Doesn't seem to be too bad, like, really, does it? Even hands off, like, it's... That's just tamed that dune from the first flight. It's absolutely flying quite nice there, actually. Judging by the way it's flying, I'm pretty happy with the CG. Not bad, that is it, really?
Stabilize.
That's stabilised there, look. course it'll need to run through the auto tune on 8 PM, but that's stabilised mode there. That's about 40% throttle there on. Aye. That's cruise. You gotta pick the throttle up.
Stabilize.
Back to manual. That's not bad at all, that, like, is it? Not a slouch, like, is it really?
Does make you wonder if it was the one with the gone today, doesn't it? Because there was no wind really, was there?
Ooh, yeah. What was that?
I said, does make you wonder if the other motor would have gone today.
Aye, it certainly does, aye. It's be interesting to see what the current is like at about 40% throttle. Landing's like.
Throttle hold on.
Okay, that's flight number 2. It looks pretty tame. Right, you want to try and keep it like that, mate, if you can. If we can. I know, it's hard work, like.
Throttle hold off.
We seem to be getting a bit of torque roll to the left. I've got an 8.6 prop here, like. Aye. Wow, I carried some speed into landing, didn't it?
Throttle hold on.
Huh? Of course, that was with the wind because, and it was an A flap, but she certainly carried some speed into the landing. And we're doing it now, if we're getting a bit of, when it's getting off, we're getting this.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Let's get behind you. We'll try from wood here. And I don't know if that's torque roll. Well, I'll tell you what.
Stabilize.
Launch it and stabilise and see what happens.
Throttle hold off.
Whoa, what was that like? And stabilise?
Right, wasn't it?
Aye.
That was definitely straight.
Aye. Aye. It just held it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Right,
Flaps
flaps
up.
up. Right, flap landing this time on it. And stabilise. We're getting the out one.
Manual. Flaps 1. Flaps up.
Right, so flaps,
1.
stabilise.
Throttle hold off. Flaps up.
Be nice to view this back on the video because I still think we're still getting that little bit of a dip, aren't we?
It does seem a little bit there. A little bit of dip there. Whether that's me or...
No, I don't think it was. I think you threw it pretty straight, to be honest.
Flaps 1, flaps up. Manual, throttle hold on. Warning. Launch system activated. Switching to stabilize.
Just hang on.
Adding up elevator. Starting motor. Launch when ready. Stabilize.
That's in stabilize mode.
Auto launch off. Manual, throttle hold on. Flaps 1, flaps up.
Shit, I bust.
Do a tree.
Shit, I bust.
It'll go. It'll go.
Shit or bust.
Warning. Launch system activated. Switching to stabilize. Adding up elevator. Starting motor.
Okay.
Auto launch off.
That was with no flap, believe it or not. Yeah, no flaps. I forgot to switch the flap on, Alan.
Careful in the wind. Catch that shit underneath it.
Flaps 1, flap.
Okay, self-launch number 2. This time we'll put the flap on.
Warning. Launch system activated. Switching to stabilize. Adding up elevator. Starting motor.
Look at that.
Don't get a lot easier than that.
Auto launch off. Flaps up.
Now what? I think I could do with just a little bit more elevator. Of course, that was in stabilised mode and it hasn't been tuned yet. Yeah, we're going to try the same launch. The prop is now an 8.6 from a 9.6. We'll see what we'll get. I'll give you a flap and I'll put it in stabilise, right?
Flaps 1, stabilize. Flaps up.
That should be a lot less current.
1, flaps 2.
Whoa! Tail's broken.
Throttle hold on. Manual.
Is the wheel off? Wait a minute.
Flaps 1, flaps up.
Tail's broken. Oh, that's the end of that today then. Shit!
Well, there's not a lot holding it yet.
No, there's not.
Only 2 little.
I'll sort that out. Like.